I tended to define myself by my accomplishments. So, how well I could do in law school, how well I could do with work as a young attorney, which basically led to me being a workaholic, essentially. I defined my value as how I was as an attorney and how many hours I worked and how I did on my cases and which cases I'd win. You also have the stresses that come with that, and I'd sometimes turn to alcohol to kind of relieve that stress, and that wasn't a good cycle. And I was realizing once I got married, that's not a road that was going to be fulfilling, and that wasn't a road that was going to end well. That's right around the time when I just happened to knock on the door of a neighbor as I was working on a political campaign, and I think I remember him actually saying, "Do you know Jesus?" And I said, "Well, yeah, I grew up going to church." And that's when he invited me to attend what's now Journey of Faith. And I immediately began attending, and that it was a significant change just from the very beginning. I realized I had to start turning back toward God and prioritizing him in my life and just seeking him out in a meaningful way rather than just having him kind of in the background as an afterthought. And it just was like a slow cumulative growth process. First starting to attend Sundays, then starting to actually read the Bible on my own, and then actually desiring to actually study it and discuss it in fellowship with other men who were kind of going through a lot of the same challenges that I was, and or had been through them and were great sources of knowledge for me. That was really tremendously helpful. It's incredible to look back on those now 15 years since joining a men's group and 20 years since starting to attend Journey. I'm I think, a different person now. If God's really our creator, which I believe, and we were put here for a purpose, which I believe, then identifying with that is so much more meaningful than identifying with the day-to-day, again, moments of joy or fulfillment, which are just temporary. And once I realized that, and realizing that I was put here for a reason, for a purpose, passing along my faith to my kids, passing along my faith to others who are seeking out God and helping them as others have helped me. That's so much bigger than what I was trying to fulfill in kind of the day-to-day rat race.